I was going to speak on specifically social anxiety came to mind because that's what I have, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say that because, well, I talk a lot and I can run my mouth. But it's a fear of mine that I love to face because I don't want to give it that power, but also acknowledge the fact that my social anxiety is very real.
1 minute she's making fart jokes on a Target floor, the next, poof. She's more elusive than Zendaya during press season. Liza Koshy didn't just fall off YouTube. She Houdini'd herself out of the algorithm and into the shadows like a digital magician. Back in the day, she was everywhere. YouTube, red carpets, your recommended feed at 3 a.m., and let's not forget her it couple era with David Dobrik. Tumblr had them on lock like a Taylor Swift conspiracy theory. But then came the plot twist. No scandal, no beef, no goodbye video. Just silence. And that's what makes it juicy.
I uploaded for every single week and I didn't miss any weeks, and finally I took a second to realize that I was pressuring myself into performing in a certain way that people expected of me. I didn't see that glimmer in my eye anymore, and I realized I was forcing myself back into a box that I was growing out of. But I've evolved, as humans do, as creators do, and I have a different story to tell. I lost that spark and I wanted to regain it again, and I feel like I have in a totally different way.
See, in an age where influencers overshare their skincare routines and therapy sessions, Liza flipping the switch felt almost illegal. She didn't get canceled, she canceled herself. No messy fallout, no pity party, just a quiet exit, like a queen who knows the peasants will talk about her for years. But while fans cried into their "I miss Liza" tweets, she was playing chess. Strategic silence, total rebrand. Instead of chasing clout, she chased peace and somehow made it chic. Today, Liza doesn't need to post daily for validation. She's booked, busy, and blissfully offline. And guess what? That absence only made her legend grow. Because when you leave people wanting more, you never really leave at all.
And that I can go through waves, as we all do. You are this way for a reason. The anxiety is a protective mechanism of sorts. It's looking after you, and you should thank it for trying to serve purpose in your life and trying to warn you of something that might not make you feel like your best self. So journal it out, to sit down with yourself.
While other creators were chasing sponsorship deals for detox tea and LED teeth whiteners, Liza was uploading with a blueprint. Turns out, those hyper-edited, character-packed sketches? Yeah, they were her audition tapes disguised as chaotic comedy. And Hollywood was watching.
Such a weight and worth placed on those quantities, the number. That felt so much like my sense of self and my worth and what I was able to bring or achieve was so tied to my value, was so tied to societal success was the numbers versus individual success was my mental health and my place of peace and discovering myself in my early 20s. And I'm expected to be a role model of sorts and be setting the pace for, younger kids watching me. So it felt like a lot of pressures all at once.
Yeah.
In a 2023 interview, she straight up admitted it. Every silly voice, every dramatic fall, every over-the-top wig moment, it was all part of the plan. YouTube wasn't her endgame, it was her reel. And instead of waiting tables in LA like most aspiring actresses, she built a multi-million fan base and hired herself. Savage. So while people were dragging her for going quiet, Liza was meeting with casting agents who knew her as that girl who can play 12 characters in one video and still make it funny. Iconic. This wasn't burnout. It was a career pivot so smooth it could have been choreographed. And in classic Koshy fashion, she did it all with a wink and a punchline. YouTube gave her the stage, sure. But Liza built the next act backstage, quietly stacking credits like a boss. The lesson? When it looks like someone's disappearing, they might just be leveling up. Here's where it gets wild. In 2023, Liza landed a major voice role in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. That's right, our favorite internet gremlin went toe-to-toe with Optimus Prime. Bet you didn't see that coming. She voiced RC, the sharp-tongued Autobot who doesn't take orders, only gives them. Sound familiar? It's like they took one look at Liza's old sketches, saw her talking to herself in 6 accents, and thought, she's got range and chaos, hire her. This wasn't a pity cameo or a YouTuber stunt cast. This was a real role in a real franchise. And her performance? Critics called it unexpectedly electric, which, considering we're talking about giant robots, is both ironic and iconic. exploded in like a grenade in heels. And now, she's part of a billion-dollar universe. While some influencers struggle to land a walk-on part in a Netflix teen drama, Liza's out here voicing legendary characters. The glow-up is not just glowing, it's radioactive. YouTube to Hollywood is a tough climb, but YouTube to Netflix movie star with Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman, that's some Marvel multiverse-level career jump. In 2025, Liza Koshy starred in A Family Affair, a romantic comedy that had people asking, wait, is she actually a serious actress now? Yes. This wasn't a cameo or a cute best friend role either. She had scenes, monologues, jokes that landed, and she held her own next to Oscar winners and High School Musical royalty. For context, Nicole Kidman doesn't just act with anyone, she adopts accents. She stares off into the void dramatically. She cries pretty. And Liza matched her beat for beat, with perfect comedic timing and a face made for rom-com chaos. This was her official stamp into Hollywood's A-list club. It's giving America's Next Sweetheart, but with more energy drinks and chaotic Gen Z edits. Just when you thought she was settling into movie stardom, Liza pulled out the most chaotic genius product drop ever, sunglasses that dispense sunscreen, called Super Shades, launched with Supergoop at Coachella. Yes, sunglasses with sunscreen in them. It's giving Silicon Valley startup. It's giving fashion. It's giving skin safety meets hold my beer. Liza wasn't just the face of the brand, she was named Chief Super Officer of Supergoop, which is basically the CEO of SPF SAS. It's a title as extra as the woman herself. And the shades, they sold out before the first Coachella act even hit the stage, and people weren't just protecting their eyes, they were spraying SPF straight from their temples like gadget-wielding Bond girls. And that's the kind of chaotic genius Liza brings to the table. Not just acting, not just influencing, inventing. This isn't just a product line, it's a lifestyle, a movement, a moment. Liza left YouTube and her fans started acting like she died. The comments, Shakespeare-level grief. Scroll through any old Liza Koshy video and you'll see it. Fans crying like it's the funeral of comedy itself. 2025 and I'm still watching. Please, come back. This was the golden age of YouTube. It's less a comment section and more a digital shrine. And honestly, deserved. Her fans didn't just watch her, they memorized her, quoted her in real life, dressed like her for Halloween. Liza Koshy wasn't a content creator, she was a one-woman sitcom. So when she ghosted YouTube, it hit like a breakup. No closure, no final vlog, just an empty upload button and a fan base spiraling. But here's the twist, that fan loyalty, it's currency. Hollywood PR teams would kill for the kind of devotion Liza still commands from people who first found her via a 6-second Vine. Her old videos still rack up millions of views. Algorithms still bow to her. The message is clear, you can take the girl out of YouTube, but the YouTube still simps for the girl. Liza ditched the algorithm, told the views to suck it, and finally got her sanity back. Icon behavior. Let's talk real for a sec. Liza Koshy didn't fade. She chose peace, mental peace, creative peace, emotional peace. In a 2024 appearance on a podcast, because of course, she got candid, I was performing for a number, and that number was eating me alive. Oof. She opened up about the pressure to constantly be funny, fresh, and viral. The expectation to never miss, never flop, never feel. And she did what almost no creator has the guts to do. She unplugged. She stopped chasing the numbers, stopped posting just to post, stopped letting an algorithm dictate her self-worth. Instead, she focused on acting classes, therapy, reading books, y'all. She even started painting, because apparently she's not allowed to not be good at things. Liza Koshy walked away from millions of views and said, "My mental health is the main character now." And honestly, that's the kind of influencer energy we need. Because growth isn't always louder. Sometimes it's quieter, but way more powerful. Emma Chamberlain sipped matcha to the Met Gala. Liza Koshy backflipped her way onto the Transformers set. The girls have range. The influencer to Hollywood pipeline is officially real. And guess who paved the damn road? Liza Koshy and Emma Chamberlain. They didn't just escape the YouTube bubble, They dismantled it and built entire industries in its place. But here's the kicker. She's only in her 20s. That's right, she's just warming up. This isn't the third act of her career. It's the pilot. She's hinted at writing, producing, even directing. She wants full control of the chaos. Because when you've worn every hat, comedian, actor, mogul, you realize, why not just make the hats? We're watching a slow-burning supernova, the kind of star who's not here to trend. She's here to stay. So next time someone says influencers can't go mainstream, show them Liza Koshy. She didn't just cross over, she kicked the door down and repainted the whole damn room.